Google just released their own open source model called Gemma 4. And right now it is the highest accuracy model and also has the lowest size model in the world right now, which means that the model like this can be run on any device like mobile phone or any IoT device, and even on your personal computers. And you can see here from Gemma 4 E2B, the smallest Gemma 4 model only requires 7.2 GB of RAM to be able to run it on any device. And that's why in this video, I'm going to show you how you can be able to integrate your Gemma 4 into Claude Code so that we can use that to building applications. And with this combo, we can be able to use all the functionality that Claude Code has, like all the slash commands, the skills, the MCPs, and also with the highest accuracy and also smallest model with Gemma 4 E2B on our tool stack to building any applications. And speaking of using Claude Code here to build applications, make sure to subscribe because on my next video, I'm going to show you my top skills that I use for using Claude Code to building applications like Bookzero.ai, where I help businesses here to automate bookkeepings using AI. So with that being said, if that sounds interesting, let's get started. Now, before we continue, I recently launched our school community where I help you to master AI agents, automations, and so much more. And that's all coming from someone who used to work as a senior AI software engineer at companies like Amazon and Microsoft. And in this community, you're going to get over 100 plus video materials like templates and workflows that I personally built and sold over 100 plus times. On top of that, you're also going to get access to our weekly live calls. And just to give you an idea, this week, we're actually running a Claude Code masterclass where we're going to dive into how to improve Claude Code's accuracy when we're going to use it to building applications. Plus, you're also going to get full community supports where you're going to get a chance to ask questions and get direct answers back. So if you're ready to level up, make sure to jump right in and I'll see you in the community. Alright, so to get started, first thing first going to do here is make sure to have Ollama here installed onto our local machine. So simply, I'm just going to copy this command right here, head over to a terminal and paste it, and it's going to install this onto our local machine. So you can see after we have Ollama installed, the next thing I'm going to do here is to install the Gemma 4. In this case, I'm going to search for Gemma 4 right here. And here you can see inside of Gemma 4 here, if we were to scroll down, there's actually a couple model options that we can choose from. So right here you can see for Gemma E2B and E4B is probably the lowest parameters that we can choose from for the smallest size. So in this case, in this video, we're going to demonstrate using the E2B right here, which in this case, I'm going to run this on my MacBook 16 GB of RAM. So I'm going to choose that option. But if you're using a high RAM for a computer, you can try it out with like the 26B or 31B instead. So in this case, I'm going to copy the model right here. And simply, if I were to clear the terminal and just run the Ollama pool, it's going to pull this model here, download it onto my local machine. So once we have this downloaded, simply you're just going to do Ollama list. It's going to list out all the models that you have installed onto your local machine. So right here, you can see I have the Gemma 4 E2B here installed onto my Ollama. So now once we have this installed, the next thing we're going to do here is we can test it out. Simply, if you're going to head over to Ollama here, you can see I can select the E4B model. And simply, if I were to say, hi there, for example, it's going to generate the answer. So first, you can see it's going to start to think. Here's the thinking process. And here is the answer that it gets. So let's say if I were to upload a screenshot, for example, and say, based on the screenshot, can you summarize it exactly what it's about? And if I were to send this request, you can see that it's able to actually process any images and is able to read it, and it gives you a summary on exactly what happens here. All right, so now you can see that's exactly how we can use Gemma 4 here inside of Ollama running inside of a local machine. Next thing we're going to take a look at is how we can be able to use Gemma 4 here inside of Claude Code so that we can be able to use that to develop applications. But before we do so though, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor of this video, Osdire.
If you're trying to scale, one of the biggest bottlenecks is doing too much yourself. Sponsored by Osdire. The second you try to delegate, things usually get messy fast. What I like here is the speed. A freelancer creates an offer and a buyer can see exactly what's included, what it costs, and make a decision without endless back and forth. That's useful when you need to move quickly and keep momentum. And obviously, trust matters too. Osdire payment is protected and only released after the work is accepted. So as a buyer, you're not just moving faster, the process is protected too. And if you want to test it out, buyers get 10% off their first purchase plus 1% cash back. So if you're trying to scale, delegate faster, and find the right freelancer offer without wasting time, Osdire is worth checking out. Use my link below and see if there's an offer that fits what you need.
Now back to the video, let's take a look at how we can integrate our local model like Gemma 4 into our Claude Code so that we can use it to building applications. So right here you can see if I were to do Ollama list, here you can see we have Gemma 4 E2B. So if we want to run Gemma 4 inside of Claude Code, all we have to do here is just going to run this command right here. So it's going to be Ollama launch Claude, and we're going to specify the model, which in this case, we're going to change that to be using Gemma 4. So I'm going to delete the parameter for the model. In this case, switch it to Gemma 4. And if I were to launch this, here you can see we're using Gemma 4 E2B inside of Claude Code. So I can use all those slash commands right here. For example, model, I can be able to change the models here. Like currently I'm using the Gemma 4 E2B. And right here, you can see if I were to say hi, you can see this is the answer we're getting from Gemma 4 E2B inside of Claude Code. Now, obviously, there's some limitations for Gemma 4B. For example, if I were to say, hey, I want you to understand this code base right here, right? And here you can see this is the entire summaries on it, what it generates. You can see that I have no idea what the axis diagram is. So right here, you can see this is the system workflow overview, which the information that it gives here is bits off, which is not 100% correct. And you can see that it shows this in not a terminal wireframe, but actually shows this maybe like a mermaid diagram or something. And you can see that if I were to ask it, can you draw a terminal wireframe for this? You can see it just completely lose context on exactly what has been mentioned. Right, so we can clearly see it's not really good for like a large amount of files or a bunch of folders here into a same project, right? This seems to be a small project, but you can still see that there's like a bunch of code inside of each folder here. And what we need to do here is we want to have large language model here to summarize it, or maybe try to look through all those files here across different folders. But it's not possible for 7 billion parameters because that's meant for like small tasks. So now if I were to switch it up a bit, for example, if I were to reference like a single file, like this Claude.md file right here, and I say, okay, why don't you help me to summarize the documentation? It is able to do that because it's just only one file. And if you give it to like multiple files, it's not able to do it because it's outside of this model's capabilities. So right here, you can see this gives you a summary of the project context, the core applications, operational business rules, the file structures, development constraints, and it gives you a summary table on exactly what happened here. So you can see that the model here is really good at doing like one specific file, right? For example, let's say you're running out of credits for cursor, Claude Code, and you want to switch it up a bit, or maybe try to make some edits here for a particular function, or maybe make a file, or maybe a small component change. You can try to micro-target that using a 7 billion parameter model like this to make it happen. Now, obviously the parameter size here is kind of the constraints for a model like this, and you cannot be able to change anything other than just upgrading your spec. So that's why I highly recommend you to check out this video right here on how you can set up Claude Code with OpenRouter, where there are so many powerful free models that's in the cloud that you can actually be able to use inside of Claude Code, that you can be able to run Claude Code completely for free. So with that being said, if you do find value in this video, please make sure to like this video, consider subscribe for more content like this. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.